What is something you would wish on your worst enemy? Constant wet socks. Now hear me out. Wet sandy socks. Holy shit, sand in socks are no joke. If you ever go to beach, then say bye to your socks. A constant unreachable itch. I'll do you one better. How about an itch that gets worse the more you scratch it, and it spreads to wherever else on their body they touch? Stepping on Lego. Now we are going a bit too far. Kidney stones. I have sponge kidneys and produce stones the size of a UK 5p constantly. I wouldn't wish the stones on my worst enemy, but maybe the pain before, during and after thems. A burger with nothing, just the buns. Everyone knowing their dirty laundry, the worst people still have people in their corner, because they often know how to hide their shitty side. If everyone could see what a piece of shit they are, maybe they'll finally start to reap what they sow. This one here is the one that would achieve world peace. Sounds like someone likes to make up dirty laundry. I caught some people like that. An unnaturally long life, like 112, filled with disease, pain, both physical and emotional, tragedy, heartbreak and lactose intolerance, living to 112 with no cheese. Satan, is that you? I would wish for them to outlive their loved ones, spend an eternity in a purgatory amongst the living. No rest, no respite, no closure for all the misdeeds they have done, driven to insanity by losing everything, and yet unable to end the suffering. Maybe one day they will find their peace, but their endless existence shall haunt them. I feel like you just described Batman and Superman perfectly. I wish their ham sandwiches have that bit of fat that has resistance when you bite into it. Oh, you mean the window that some slices have? I mean this little gristly bit. Sorry I wasn't clear. Unfiltered speech and a penchant for insulting someone bigger than them. Let's make it everyone and insult. Cancer. She is an actual demon in my defense. I would feel bad for the cancer, to be honest. I know exactly how you feel. Itchy butthole. Worms. Incurable worms. Dude, you have the heart of a serial killer. Comma. Me too. Just everything they inflicted on me, so they know how it feels. But just dial it up a bit higher. I want everyone who knows, or will get to know this person, to believe they fucked a goat. I would wish they constantly experience the exact same kind of deliberate sadness, stress, and pain they caused in others. Death. I wish them dead and gone forever from this planet, so they can't inflict any more cruelty on any more living things. Oh come on. Tell us the method of death. Are we talking decapitation? Cancer. GSW. Huntington's disease. Radiation poisoning. Skydiving accident. Prison disease. Brain-eating amoebas. Or whatever. I really don't care how they die, as long as their existence is ended. I would wish healing and peace, and compassion from any others. You are kind. A long and healthy life, without any mental degradation, like with Alzheimer's or dementia. They can watch their loved ones suffer and die one by one, until they are all alone with nobody left. All they have is the memories, which will haunt them. Everyone with whom they could identify from the same era being gone. So they can't connect meaningfully with anyone under a shared experience. They would die alone with nobody to care for them, because they are too healthy to be in even an assisted living facility. It's just them, and maybe the cat, that will eat them after they've passed, with nobody to check on them. Who hurt you? Question mark. I have a list. Poverty and rapidly declining mental health. Doesn't matter the order, one can be because of the other. Every breath they take to be exhaled through their butt. I feel like that's more of a punishment for those around them. Ergo everyone around them will also dislike them. That they're a hologross tastabirds, and they always have diarrhea, so they can get plenty of that delicious taste. My life. I hope things look up for you. My ex. Calm down. Satan. That somehow they could realize why people dislike them. Honestly, to experience a taste of their own medicine. So that's how it's fair. If they're homophobic, they experience the self-destructive questioning. If they're sexist, they learn what it feels like to be sexualized, no matter what they do, etc etc. Also all those can step on a Lego. That they hit every red light for a week. To make it better, the light turns red just before they could have just gone through the intersection. A happy, long life with incontinence. Holy shit, who hurt you? Exclamation mark. Question mark. Lol. No one hurt me. Wishing death an enemy would deprive them of the misery they earned. A change in mindset to never treat anyone else the way they treated me. Crippling anxiety. Agoraphobic anxiety. Inability to function or eat anxiety. I'd rather duck up your mind than your body. Death. Not just death, but them. In the afterlife. Being reunited with everyone he loved. And right before he got to hug his dead mother, he would be pulled away and fall into the fiery pits of hell where he would be forced to replay, being torn away from everything and everyone he loved, over and over again for the rest of eternity until his soul withers into nothing more than the simple and never fulfilled wish to just no longer exist. Clears throat. I mean, herpes. A lifetime of suffering and misery. That they get bit by 100 mosquitoes. Extremely unpleasant. It's perfect. I've experienced worse. I wouldn't want them to be in agony, just enough discomfort to make their life hell for at least a little bit. That they get frozen in time this instant. So if they're in the middle of ducking me in, well, too bad. I would wish for his nuts to pop like grapes in a hydraulic press, only slowly pressed between two pieces of wood. I want this to happen to my ex who used to beat me up. I hope it does. Sorry to hear that though. Hope you're doing better now. To shit themselves in the toilet. It's not that bad. And some folks with constipation might even enjoy the experience. What does this even mean? It means that my enemies would shit a lot once they go to the toilet, which isn't a big curse or anything. Some of my enemies, the ones with constipation, would be glad to finally empty their bowels. Never-ending canker sores. That every morning they wake up and get out of bed, they step on a Lego, which disappears after being stepped on, only to reappear the next morning regardless of where they get out of bed. My worst enemy is myself. So I hope that son of a bitch lives happily ever after and leaves me the duck alone. The clarity to change. I hope her YouTube channel fails because she isn't a life coach and she doesn't manifest anything. Sudden explosive diarrhea can happen anywhere at any time. An unshakable feeling that she's a failure at everything. That is, she believes that her co-workers think she's a joke, that none of her friends really care about her, that her husband is cheating on her, and that she's a terrible mother. None of that is necessarily true, mind you, but she'll slowly drive everyone away with her paranoia and accusations. She'll eventually get a divorce. She probably won't get full custody of her kids, but she won't be able to turn to her family for help because, well, she's convinced her parents are disappointed in her as a daughter. 2. She'll accuse one too many co-workers of sabotage or something similar, and ours will have to fire her, and yeah, she can probably get another job, but she'll assume all her new co-workers are also against her, and the vicious cycle will continue until she dies, and I can watch and hear about it from a small distance, lead a beautiful life, and laugh. The Mayfair sends a hit squad to the house, and they realize it's the wrong house. Cluster headaches and tooth sensitivity. Holy duck, is that you, Satan? Exclamation mark. I would wish that my worst enemy had tree-man syndrome. Apostrophe. Permanent itchy butthole. Oh man, not even a bidet and some zinc cream would relieve it. Harsh. May you live ever more horny as hell with a flaccid penis, and drink without slacking your own thirst. That they never see me again, to benefit from my wit and charm. Splinters in the Netherlands. Them and their beliefs becoming universally regarded as horseshit, so they can finally shut up and go sit at the kiddie table so the adults can talk things out. I'm thinking in the realm of politics. That I get. Shingles. Not fatal, but painful. That would just be too bad. That they die a slow and very painful death involving their worst fears by my hand, only to end up in the lowest level of hell and have to experience those horrifying moments for the rest of eternity while I profit selling their organs on the black market. Prions. Good one. To have that awful feeling of when you are trying to get a hair out of your mouth and you keep missing it. So you have to keep fishing around in your mouth to get it out before you vomit. To bang their hip into the corner of a table for eternity. The moral awareness of every wrong they've done. The regret and guilt to go with it. And the knowledge nothing they can do can right their past wrongs. And a drive to be better in the future. I hope they constantly feel like they have to sneeze, but never actually get to sneeze. I hope they eat a rock, break a tooth, and have an expensive dental bill plus tooth pain to boot. Serious financial hardship. That they find peace. I reckon someone has to be very vain and bitter in order for them to become my enemy. Lol. Pouring alcohol and salt on their open wounds. Big ones by the way. Big alcohols. Big salt. To be conscious of every breath they take. Sobriety. Lactating pokey eyelid nipples. Constant feeling of there being something in their sock or shoe, like sand or a small pebble. I really just want them to be revealed as the two-faced manipulator they really are, and for people to leave them and come to me complaining about it, so my nuts can finally drain. They be forgotten about and are never given credit for anything they do. Never absolutely underestimate the power of being alone/forgotten. Pictures or videos of them cheating on their significant other coming out. Charlie horse in their leg every time they masturbate. For them to change and become a good person. Splinters. Listen here. Jail time. I wish for them to be aware of my success. Debugging someone else's code. All his successors and bloodline to die in front of him. Exclamation mark. He should know all he stole from others. He has no one to pee button to and has since brought it upon him. Anytime they are about to succeed, they will trip up and delay it. Again. A lifetime of horribly infuriating slow internet/Wi-Fi connection. Harmless yet devastating. The same torture they inflicted on everyone during their lifespan. That they realize too late when they run out of toilet paper. For them to realize why they're disliked and make a change. I want them to know they're going to be alone when they die. That there will be nobody there to love or miss them. And it's all their fault. I want to look into their eyes and see a broken man. To live their entire life without ever finding someone to love and love them back. That they lose everything but their life. They have to be brought down to rock bottom. And just when they think they've hit it, something comes along and drags them further down. And then they meet me again. And I can show them true kindness, thus helping them to leave their old life behind and become a good person. I wish him to get 75% more percuts. I would wish them to be alone forever and for them to have like a 3cm macro penis and that's it when it's hard. That they see all the people that dislike them become very wealthy and successful. Give them empathic powers so they can feel the pain when they ruin someone's day. Having to fart every second of every time they are around their crush. Anal fissure that never fully heals. A constant itch in the middle of their back so that they always have to carry a back scratcher or something long to get at it, and they look odd having to do it all the time in public because the itch never ever goes away. Incontinence in public. You stub your toe. Right when the pain goes away you stub it again. Forever. Or their nails are ingrown. All the embarrassing cringy memories that keep me up at night. For them to have a moment of self-reflection so profound and deep they start crying from the hurt they caused and then try to apologize, only to realize they're alone and the ones they hurt have all moved on. Becoming my next meal. What a psychotic. The personalized way to state that you intend to eat someone, which is itself a psychotic act. Sorry if you became insulted by my comment. Hey, I heard you fucked a goat. Regret. Guilt. Awareness of all the pain he's caused. Multiple failed suicide attempts from the guilt and a slow painful death. They are only able to take fully clothed showers for the rest of their life. Forever thinking of the best comeback line exactly 3 minutes after needing it. That one chair will always be an inch further into the walkway than you thought. 24 months of unbridled and non-stop love and torture. emotional, physical, psychological, whatever. Watching her friends and loved ones and everyone she knows die horrible deaths, each more horrible than the last, until she is the only one left. Then after she's lost everything, reveal what I did to her in 24 months, what she did to me in 24 years. Solitary confinement for life. I wouldn't call them my enemies, but anyone ordering 100+ Christmas cards from the photo lab in the store I work at, I have to break the perforations by hand on top of the 50 million other things I need to do that day, including another 30 perforated card orders that need to be fulfilled. I always give these people the exact amount of envelopes needed and hope they mess up on writing a few. Infinite hangnails. They trip through every door. No matter how hard they try to prevent it, they'll always trip. That they will reincarnate as a cat and a dog will bite them. To suddenly be lactose and gluten intolerant. That they never again are able to enjoy cheese, bread, cereal, and beer. That they have to explain this to every server at every restaurant until the end of time. That every server roll their eyes about it. That they feel all the judgment from all the service industry. Not to mention me being constantly around them with the grilled cheese whilst double fisting a beer and a tall GL Butterf Golden Graham's cereal milk. To speak only in haiku without being able to do so naturally. That way he'll have to count syllables before every sentence he speaks. It doesn't sound so bad but it's frustrating. Bum raped by an elephant. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos.